Hello, this is Melanie Militix with the Home Business Radio Network. I'm coming to you from beautiful sunny Florida. And over our course of our show, I'm going to talk to you about how you can integrate your online marketing skills with your offline network marketing model to create truly life-changing income in your home-based business. The topic of today's show is faking it till you make it. And you may be very surprised to hear that I'm going to tell you that I do want you to fake it till you make it. But I'm going to twist it. I'm going to change it. I'm going to give you my own definition of what it means to fake it till you make it. Because the type of faking it till you make it that I'm going to give you is going to help you to grow your business. Because it's going to show you how to be a rock star out the gate versus acting like a total fakery, hypester liar, which is not at all what I'm talking about. So I guess to set this up, we should talk about what it means in the old style method or rather practice of faking it till you make it. That used to mean something like, buying suits you couldn't afford and wearing watches that were way too expensive for your budget and driving a car that was way beyond your reach because you had to fake like you were rolling in the big bucks in order to kind of trick your prospects into signing up and thinking that they could make the big bucks too. I am not talking about that at all. Okay? Please note, I am not suggesting that you go out and you get yourself into an incredible amount of debt so that you can put on a facade of being a professional or a very successful network marketer and trick people into joining your company. That's not what I mean. That's not what I said. And please don't ever say I did. In fact, I'm going to take it online now. Please don't say that I ever told you to pretend to be something you aren't online, to call yourself an expert in anything before you are. I don't know where people got the idea that they were supposed to make a blog that said that they are, say, an expert attraction marketer or an expert in social media marketing when they literally just got online yesterday. I don't know where the idea came from, but please don't say I ever told you to do that. Because, well, for one thing, it makes no sense for you to call yourself an expert in something you just learned to do or are learning to do. And on the other hand, oh my goodness, just like you can see through the characters that would get dressed up and stand up and peacock and act like there's something they're not, you can see through it online as well. Absolutely can see through it. See, nothing like arrogance to turn people off, right? Nothing worse than somebody who acts like something they aren't to try to impress those around them. In fact, it will more likely repel them rather than attract, right? And for attraction marketing, my goodness, doesn't that go a long way in the same sense? If you're trying to attract people, you don't want to act like an arrogant peacock, right? And guys, let's just be real. 80% of your organization is going to be women. And women are an incredibly intuitive bunch, right? And they can see through fakery from a mile away. So, no, I didn't say go out there and pretend to be something you're not. Instead, I'm going to ask you to fake it till you make it by stepping into who you will be from the get-go versus slowly becoming. See, successful people in network marketing or in anything will walk in the steps of those who were successful before them. Essentially, we're really good parrots. We're really good mimics. We learn scripts, right? And we learn how to do the things that successful people do and say the things that successful people say. And when you're just getting started, you don't necessarily have anything, right? When you get started, we all get started the same way. We get started with 0 downline, 0 story, and 0 testimonials in our group. It's the facts. But that is not a reason to hold back from inviting prospects to see what you have in a massive scale. So what I want to give you is exactly what you can do to begin that inviting that's going to grow your business without your own story or downline. Okay? And what that is I want you to understand, if you worked for corporate America, you would have no problem saying things like, we grew by 500% last year. If you were to sit down with a prospective client and you're working for corporate, you would use words like we. We helped 36 people earn a six-figure income last month. We. See, you are we. You are part of that company. You are part of that story. You are the we. So use the word we in your conversations. It takes a lot of pressure off of you and the prospect. When you use the words we and our mission, their mind opens to the possibilities of what they can do. They see themselves as part of the we and our. Do you understand? That is such a powerful thing. If you shift your words that you use and use the words we and our in your conversations and in your written conversations, you'll find that people are far more receptive to listening and open to looking, because you're talking about we and our versus mine, right? And me. I and me. Now, the beautiful thing is you have a resource available to you to grow your business exponentially right now. And that is your company events. Why? Because when you attend your company events, you're going to be able to collect stories. You're going to be able to go and see who we are, right? So you're going to collect stories, you're going to collect testimonials, and you're going to begin to use the words like, our team has done XYZ, right? It's true, because you're part of the team. You know, it doesn't matter if it's your team, if it's Sideline, if it's the company. Your company is a team, right? So as long as you aren't puffing up your chest and saying that you specifically did these things, you're in the right. You're in the right. Okay. So absolutely go to events and collect those stories, because they're going to serve you well both offline and online. Now, offline, you want to make sure that you learn a 30-second commercial that's going to turn heads. That 30-second commercial is going to identify the strengths of what you're doing as a company and the fact that you are proud. You know, and the words don't necessarily say I'm proud to represent, but your demeanor, your confidence that you project when you're saying this will let people know that you're somebody they should listen to, that they should pay attention to your messaging. And I tell you what, if your 30-second elevator speech doesn't excite you when you say it, then it's not going to turn anybody else's head either. So please come up with a 30-second elevator speech. Ask your leaders what they say when somebody says, hey, what do you do? Ask them, rewrite it so it suits your voice, and practice it. Practice, practice, practice. Who are we before we start network marketing? Who are we? What? We're accountants, we're UPS drivers, we're stay-at-home moms, we're teachers, we're construction workers. Who are we? We're insurance agents, right? Essentially, we've probably never had to learn a 30-second elevator speech. And so therefore, it's imperative that we practice before we actually say it to anybody. It only makes sense, but sometimes the things that you think are going to be less important, perhaps, are the most important. And I'm going to tell you now, stand in front of that mirror, smile big, be you, bigger than you are, be you, the you that's going to stand on stage collecting a giant check, and practice that 30-second elevator speech. And I promise you that if you speak it to enough people and it turns heads, your business is going to grow. And you're going to collect your own stories and testimonials and team stories, right? It's team successes. So act like the pro. What you need to know is you are a rock star, right? You're a rock star and you have the opportunity of a lifetime. Stand tall, be it, and give that 30-second commercial like it's the one thing in their life they need to stop, take a look at right now. And my friend, when you are online, it's very much the same thing. You're going to align yourself with the company line, right? And, at first, again, you don't have your own stories to tell or to type. So why wouldn't you plug into what corporate has to say and do and share that in an interesting, authentic way? See, people on Facebook or on your blog post or when you're creating a video or anything like that, people love stories and testimonials. And at first, your videos, your blog posts, your Facebook posts, those types of things very well may need to be borrowed. Okay? Borrowed sound bites from corporate. Borrowed testimonials are best, right? Borrowed news. Okay? But you want that to be real. And you never want to hype. And you never want to lie. Clearly, right? So when you are posting on Facebook and you're sharing the company line, this makes your posts a little more exciting or more interesting than posting every 5 minutes. Come take a look at my home-based business opportunity. It's going to make you $1 million in 5 minutes. And then here's my opt-in page. Here's my opt-in page. Here's my opt-in page. I hope you get the point. Instead, post a testimonial story, a video that you created. Tell something that's exciting that corporate's doing. Just make it be you, your face, and tell the story and include your opt-in link there. People are far more likely to look at you if your commercial isn't the same one over and over and over again if you make it interesting. So as I said, first, your content's definitely going to need to be, more company-oriented, company growth, company stories. But eventually, we're going to be able to shift it over to about you, your team's successes, your team's testimonials for your product or service, right? Eventually, we're going to get to the point where it really is about you, right? Now, I'm going to recommend that you read How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's probably one of the best guides I can give you on how to literally attract people, both offline and online, through faking it till you make it, but in my definition, not the old school one. Because it really it'll help you to, stand with a good attitude and with confidence, and above all, to take massive action to connect. See, if you don't have the confidence and if you're not presenting yourself as a professional and you're feeling little about your business, if you're feeling small, chances are you're not massively connecting. So let's get really big really fast, okay? Massively connect with the people who are going to connect with them on a level that's going to help them to realize that you are aligned with something great. Be authentic, be real, and stand tall because it's who you are. You've been listening to Melanie Miletics on the Home Business Radio Network. Stick with me and I'm going to share with you the exact methods that you need to have success in today's market by combining online and offline network marketing skills to create truly life-changing income. Come visit me on the web at melaniemiletics.com. Click on the Home Business Radio Network tab and ask me your questions, give me your feedback, give me a topic that you'd love to hear me discuss on our next show. And until next time, you've got to dream big.